Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get into it. Seelah just found out a bunch of her homies have been taken by demons, put in gems. Let's see if we can go rescue them. Ooh, in life, Delamere was a true and loyal priestess of Aristo, so after her death, her remains were... I'm never going to be able to read that thing. All right. Head straight back. Enter. And yeah, we want to try to find Sunhammer, the jeweler. I absolutely love that quest, by the way. I feel like it's a fantastic continuation for Seelah, once again challenging her relationships. I feel like they did a great job with her arc. Seelah is standing with a weapon drawn, her eyes ablaze. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I'd bet anything this is doing of our jeweler. Let's go to this shop quickly if you're ready. Yes, let's go quickly. Damn it! Damn demons! Commander, Seelah, praise Abadar you're alive. The usually dignified Arsino struggles to catch her breath at the running, and she says, nervously clenching her hands, I've received news from other temples of Abadar, most disturbing news. What we saw at Elon's and Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who bought Derek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground, lifeless, with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage done is hard to measure. Demons appeared in 100 locations, and many of them immediately used the turmoil to commit atrocities, killing, stealing, wreaking wanton destruction. Some were quickly dealt with, the cursed jewelry taken from them, and the imprisoned souls freed. But most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of their poor victims with them. Derek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomedae is searching for him, but they have no leads as yet. The Church of Abadar is doing whatever it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Arsenal shakes her head sadly. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. As Arsenal speaks, Seelah's face grows more and more grim, and her hands clench anxiously around her weapon. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. I didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sickening feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work, the way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't even think of looking closer. What will happen to the victims of this attack? Several large churches in Mendev have taken the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jewelry is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be for naught. What did Sunhammer want to achieve by doing this? It's not clear, but he's been the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential personages or their relatives among his clients, nobility, generals, priests, merchants. They, their children, or their loved ones are now only lifeless bodies, their souls stolen away and hidden who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it is still extremely dangerous. How did no one notice anything? Magic, Knight Commander, and highly sophisticated magic at that. The jewelry items were well protected, and no one detected the demons hiding in them. If we assume that Derek Sunhammer not only made the jewelry, but also charmed the items, we must conclude that he is an incredibly powerful and skilled spellcaster. So, all his jewelry came with a hidden surprise? Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops was perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few, and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It is clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. I see. That is all I can tell you. I hope I've been helpful. If it's within your power, help track down Sunhammer and the stolen souls, Commander. This chaos must be stopped. Arsino bows to you and leaves. Seelah sheaths her weapon angrily and sucks in her breath through her teeth. But then she seems to steady herself and look at you, her eyes bright. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in a demonic conspiracy. I'm so glad you came to the wedding with me, and that we managed to find out what happened. because otherwise Seelah the dimwit would have come alone, given the bride a ring with a surprise demon inside, and would have felt miserably when she tried to help. Right. Not very cautious on your part, as usual. Harsh much? But you're right, of course. Grim determination burns in Seelah's eyes. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find that low-life Sunhammer and return all the stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. Something tells me that the demon collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the Worldwound. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate and imprison demons and cultists, whatever it takes to get to the truth. Excellent. And, yep, nothing we can loot in here. Awesome. Her quest is done for now. Oh, I hated that in the beta. Leaving that plot thread there and being unable to resolve it for months. So annoying. This. None of this is magic. And actually, that's what I should have done from the very beginning. There we go. Okay. Now, what quest do I have? The Wayward. That'll come later. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, I need to stalk the storyteller. Find. Oh, crap. I forgot to do this. Oh, crap. I better go do that. Yeah. We'll be grateful if the commander could find. Oh, I never did that? Oh, crap. All right. I got work to do. The outcast. All right. So we will take a rest. And then we will go out and clean up some of these things I completely forgot about. Whoops. Whoopsie. Boom, 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 boom. So, looks like, what was that? Oh, that was probably the hand, right? Yeah, that was just the hand.
If you dare.
Okay. So we still got a couple of party member quests that haven't triggered yet, but that's okay. Hopefully they should trigger before the queen gets here.
Seelah, a ball gown would suit you very nicely. Or any dress.
Are you kidding? All that lace on me? It'd be like putting a saddle on a sow. It'd be enough to make the cats laugh.
Uh-oh. Arabeth looks a little puzzled, but salutes you as protocol demands. Oh, Commander, you have a letter from Mendev. It was sent via the Church of Iomedae by a trusted courier from the Nerosian archives. It is sealed and signed by Inquisitor Letter, and I was asked to deliver it to you personally, so that's what I'm doing. Arabeth hands you a sealed scroll. Esteemed Knight Commander, I am writing to you regarding the case which you so graciously helped me to investigate. I hasten to inform you that I may have discovered something that will help us finally unravel the mystery of what happened in the place known to us both, and may also help to neutralize the source of this mystery. My current research compels me to take a short trip outside Mendev, but I will return shortly and find you wherever you are at the moment. I urge you not to take any further steps in this regard without me. The danger may be much more serious than both you and I presumed at the beginning. May the gods be with you. Leotar Hawkblade, servant of the people of Mendev and loyal inquisitor of Our Lady Iomedae. P.S. It is crucial that he does not suspect a thing. You know who I mean. Why do you look so puzzled? I know Inquisitor Leotar very well. His nickname is Hawkblade for a reason. He works in the field. He does not deal with paperwork. I was wondering what he was doing in Nerosian and the archives of all places. The most dangerous things the Inquisition can catch there are rats, not witches or cultists. On second thought, I don't want to know. I'm better off staying out of the Inquisition's business. Isn't the Inquisition's business your business? Anyway, thank you, Arabeth. You can leave now. The Paladin salutes you again and leaves. All right. Let me check here real quick. Yes. Hey. Yeah, we'll take that. And that's all we can do for now. That's fine. Oops. Excellent. So that means we can teleport to a place we couldn't teleport to before. Fantastic. Ba, 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 ba. And
I'm off.
did they change Erebeth's character model? I swear she didn't look like that before. I could be wrong, but I swear this is a change. Interesting. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Get to the chopper. First, we'll go deal with Zanedra. Get you up out of here. You don't belong. You are not undead. Is there anybody else? I can't get rid of the rest of them yet. Oh, well. Only so much. Only so much you could do at one time. Okay, and... wait, why does this have an exclamation point? Oh, we have to choose where we want this, right? And I want it where, where's that thing? Oh, yeah, it's all the way down here, what we need to do. Yeah, I think it's in, like, that area, so sure, let's put it here. Upgrade. All right, you have to upgrade it first, then you put the teleportation circles there. So we don't have a new teleportation spot just yet. How long does this take? 5 days. Samama. What else do we want here? We could put a laboratory. We don't have stables? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Hall of Glory. What's this? Mercenary recruitment, hospital, market, mercenary guild, sanctuary, shelter, smithy, and adjacent buildings, training grounds, watchtower. Well, I definitely, do we already have a watchtower? Well, then I definitely need a watchtower over there. That makes sense. The rest of this is, mercs. Hell Knights, why not? All adjacent, all adjacent, all adjacent. All right, and the rest of this can go to energy. Got to have the energy. Okay. Moving right along. Boom, boom. Oh, whoops, no. Here we go. Travel. And morale is changed. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. This system is so annoying. Like, I've maxed out these completely. Why do I have logistics at a 4? I just don't understand. How is it that I'm so far away from getting military all the way to 5? I just want the achievement that allows me to get them all to 5. Somebody told me that in order for you to do that, it basically requires you hanging around in Act 3 much longer than necessary and just waiting for random battles and fighting them. That if that's intended, it's whack. And I think it's whack that this still doesn't seem to be right even after the patch. Like, am I missing something? I have done everything Crusade-wise that needs to be done in this act, and I'm still way far away from these all being 5s. That just, you can't tell me that makes sense. Anyway. Logistics. No more rank ups. I do want another outpost, so yeah. Boom. You know what? Maybe I should hold off on my... Wait a minute. Did I have another exclamation point up? Weird. We'll deal with that when we get out. Maybe I should withhold my criticism until I actually get to the end of Act 3. Maybe this last month is going to give me something special and I just don't realize it. Because otherwise, I'm like, why does this system make sense? Let's get this over with. Okay, Zanedra. No, absolutely not. Zanedra promised to take us to a safe place. Baphomet, protect your servants. His protection wasn't worth very much now, was it? Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Oh, how dare you. Luckily, we have fire protection still. How dare you. There we go. There you go. Why is there always an extra one? Hey. And you all. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yep. Boom, boom. Yep. Boom. Zanedra looks at you in alarm and irritation, but she quickly regains her composure. Her tone is threatening. So, you found my little refuge then, Commander. I can't say I'm happy to see you here. We're in a bit of a hurry, and you, no doubt, plan to wreak the same mayhem you did in the Ivory Sanctum. Why don't you come back another time? The woman's words carry a taunting edge. I was so looking forward to seeing little Caiado, but it seems you killed him. Have you no shame? It wasn't the boy's fault that he fell into my clutches. Anyone in his position would have broken too. Why didn't you just turn around and leave without condemning the boy to death? You've got a heart of stone. I like it. What are you doing here? The woman smiles deviously. This is the temple of the Horn God. You can appreciate the irony. Grubby peasants were worshipping a god with a stag's head above, while down in the crypt, I was performing masses for Baphomet, the father of Minotaurs. You idiot crusaders never even considered that the enemy could be hiding in your own holy places. This place was my secret lair, the place where I enlightened those who were seeking. But now that you have destroyed our stronghold in the Ivory Sanctum, it is time for the servants of Baphomet to go west, to a less dangerous location. Why didn't the temple cleric tell anyone about you? Zanedra scoffs. That cowardly little pup! I came here and ordered him to obey me, and he didn't even put up a fight. I placed a curse on him, one my master taught me. If that little wimp allowed anyone but a true servant of Baphomet into the crypt, he would be doomed to an excruciating death. Oh, it was fun watching the torment of the pitiful little coward. Lawful, I feel no pity for this boy. He has the heart of a traitor. Zanedra offers a haughty smile. You think you're any better? You're all the same. A pinch of terror, a drop of temptation, a little flattery, and your loyalty to your principles crumbles to dust. I can make a traitor of anyone. You will not escape me this time. Let's see if you are brave enough to follow me, valiant crusader. Do you have the guts to pursue me into the shrine of Baphomet, the lord of the ivory labyrinth? I think it's insanely disappointing that Delamere has no dialogue in that. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think Delamere or Staunton have chimed in on any conversations. Are they both mute, essentially? Like, how does Delamere not say something along the lines of, how dare you defile my temple and my tomb? Moving right along.
You are my favorite aide.
By the way, if I hadn't already recruited Delamere, when we have that whole conversation, Delamere comes out from downstairs and kills Zanedra. Really, really cool. And then she introduces herself to the Lich and finally joins my merry band. But I prefer it this way, being able to get her much earlier. The sooner we can get a full undead team, the better. The bloody remains of, oh, you know what? That's the same one. We've already been here. We know that. We know that. We know that. What's going on here? Cloak of Resistance +1 and Rapier +1. Nothing to write home about. All right. That's done. Now, there. Alright, so why is this exclamation point on? A conflict between two officers has led to a defeat in a skirmish with demons. One of the officers, a charming young noble, tried saving the lives of the soldiers. The other, a cynical veteran mercenary, acted based on the principle that victory is all that matters. The soldiers from each unit blamed the other unit's officer for the defeat. How should the investigators arbitrate the guilty parties? Reconcile both officers? 3,500, save morale. Punish both officers, fine. Both officers took part in this quarrel, and thus they were both responsible. The commander's fair judgment has improved the officers' discipline. Excellent. All right. Now, I think down here is where, yep, old Sarkoris mines. That's where I need to go. So I have a teleport. Oh, but the teleport isn't ready yet for that one. So we'll have to do this the hard way. It is what it is. Evade. Yes. Who did that? Camellia. Appreciate you. Very, very good. Very, very nice map. All right. What's this? An undead advisor to the Lord of Death has arrived from the ziggurat to give a report and provide counsel. Looking forward to that. All right. But that'll have to wait. Lacking ingredients. We're out of butter. That might make most of these not available. Let's see. What was this? +3 cooking bonus? Yeah, skill checks. Fatigued. Weapon damage rolls. Ooh, +4 cooking bonus to all skill checks. And all armor penalties on skill checks are reduced for 2 days. Wow. Temporary hit points. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. We'll use this. Wait, I don't want to use anything that takes up from this though. So this is using purifying solution, skullberry, seed wine, and mix of spices. Purifying solution. I think all of them actually use purifying solution now that I think about it. So yeah, we're good. You know, we'll go with a cooking bonus on attack rolls. How about that? There we go. Begin resting. Because I think this is... The Lost Chapel was a nightmare come to life, and I cannot help thinking there will be many more nightmares to come. Oh, I have no doubt that we shall encounter this agony, this blood, these screams of benighted victims more than once in the future. But you must not fear them. Simply rely on your friends. We can overcome this together, can we not? I wonder if their relationship is going to change once it becomes more clear what Camellia is really all about. Seems like the kind of thing Seelah would be disgusted by. And they're not letting me continue with the travel. I gotta activate it again. Why? Boom. Almost. Is this a hard fight? It's not a hard fight, but it's a fight. I remember now. Fate of the Altar Retriever. A lady who has come to Dresden on business has requested a private audience. She claims to have connections with one of the commander's retinue. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, cool. Ultra, the First Retriever. +3. Dark Retriever. Dark Retriever's platted armor. We'll go with a shirt. No rank ups. Okay. The elf Kalisa's last wish was that her friends in Kyonin learned of her story. The commander's the only one who can recount its every detail. Sure, why not? Honor her memory and all that good stuff. And now let's go. Come on, come on. Why is it like loses the path and you have to reactivate again? I don't understand why that is the case. All right, we're fatigued, but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just make this happen. Wait a minute, what is this? Oh, that's just the magic viral symbol. I was about to say, okay. Just do that. Cool. Let's go. We'll buff up. That should be fine. Make this happen.
We should move.
Awesome. All right, let's get it popping. What's on over here? I like that start. Ooh, but I'll take that start though. I absolutely will. Why are you all the way up there? Stop it. You got no business being up there.
Back. This spell looks different.
Oh, because they're already played. My necromancy spells weren't doing anything to it. Interesting. This warrior was slain presumably by a mage who attacked him with sword strikes and a barrage of spells. Speak with the dead. Holy smokes. Why did you send us here, Captain? To die at the taloned hands of demons. Curse you. Judging by the insignia, this man was a member of the Blackstone Company, one of the many soldiers of fortune. Judging by how little dust there is on the stone fractures, this rock slide is fairly new. The cave ceiling must have collapsed only a short time ago. No wild beast would have ripped apart the bodies of these soldiers with such savagery. It was surely the work of demons. Stop burning my body. I'm begging you. It hurts. It looks like there was a great fire here. Bloodthirsty monsters, but she is the worst of all, though not a demon. Ooh, mysterious. The dead man's uniform bears the insignia of the Blackstone Company, a group of Andorran mercenaries. Boom, boom. Ooh, definitely want that. And all right. Those two quests should be ready to go. Let me check again real quick. Learning identity, can't do that yet. All right. Teleport back to Dresden. Ba, 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 ba. No, no, no. Boom, do, 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 do. Didn't give me the option to say where I wanted to go. Something must be about to pop up. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I got a notification that someone was waiting for me, right? Hold up, Commander. The thing is, remember how that Crusader went missing a while back and then he was found outside the city walls, disemboweled? Anivia pauses and gives you a searching look. I remember. So has the murderer been found? No, not yet. Anivia seems to scrutinize your face again and then nods to herself. But I never gave up on the investigation, even when everybody else stopped digging. I know we're at war and that people are dying left and right, but that's no reason to turn a blind eye to crime. So that's it, Commander. Another Crusader has just gone missing. He left the barracks to come here. He would have gone past the gates. My gut tells me that the killer won't keep him alive for long. So, Commander, you need to start searching this area right now and try to find out where he's been taken. This is all quite unexpected. Death often shows up when you least expect it. It's not like I picked the timing. Tell me about the missing Crusader. He's the youngest son of poor nobleman from Mendev. He's called something like Relic or Relac. He's young, barely out of the nursery, and he decided that he was a man now, so off to war he went. You know how it goes. The guy probably just went out to get some fresh air. He'll stroll back in any moment. What's the point in raising the alarm? Listen, Commander, do you trust me or not? If you do, then just do as I say. Find the kid, then we'll talk. Do you know who the murderer is? I don't have a clue. Nevia's answer comes too quickly, her gaze dropping before she can force herself to meet your eyes. What are you not telling me? I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. I have my own theories, sure, but nothing concrete, so it's best if I keep my mouth shut on that front. What makes you think you can issue orders to the Knight Commander? Whoops, sorry, ain't got no manners. See, since I grew up on the streets. Anivia straightens up and loses her crooked smile. This matter can't wait, and it's personal. Just trust me and look into it. You'll thank me later. All right, I'll search for the Crusader. Get going, then. He passed the gates and took a right. Ask around. Check out the buildings. I'll be waiting for you here. Yes. Been waiting for this. Pretty sure it's in here. You can hear muffled sighs coming from the next room.
How lovely to see you here.
She says evenly. Her lips quiver for a fraction of a second before settling into an impeachably polite smile. Her gaze is not one of a criminal caught red-handed, but rather that of a predator after a good meal. She may not be your sister in faith, but this feeling is well known to any follower of Urgathoa. The sweet, sweet smell of freshly shed blood fills your nostrils. What's going on here?
Sarkoris is an ancient land. The spirits of these places have spoken to people since time immemorial, and some of those people heard them and were able to respond. The shamans of Sarkoris were always held in high esteem. They knew the will of the spirits, the will of the land itself. Many Khelids would come to the shamans to learn what the spirits desired in order to gain their support.
Camellia pauses, lost in memories that cannot be her own. Wait for her to continue.
When the Worldwound opened and the demons poured into Golarion, they drowned Sarkoris in blood. The earth moaned as it soaked up the blood of Khelids, Crusaders, and demons. The spirits drank this blood, slowly becoming deranged and turning into incarnations of madness and pain. Look what Sarkoris has turned into! It's an open wound on the body of Golarion. The Worldwound has changed it beyond all recognition. And the spirits, these poor creatures have been corrupted. Twisted by war, they moan and they howl, but only shamans can hear their senseless cries of agony. I am a shaman. Maria, the spirit I am bonded with, is mad and can speak of nothing but her endless hunger for blood. I give her what she asks for. I feed her the blood of Crusaders. The spirits of Sarkoris can no longer speak to shamans. All I can hear is the cacophony of their howls, screams, and laments. But there is a way to restore their sanity. By performing rituals. Bloody but effective rituals. When the untainted blood of the Crusaders cleanses the corruption that Maria fed on for centuries, the the spirit will regain her sanity, and I shall be able to speak to her. I shall be able to ask her advice, to find out how we can heal the Worldwound. Tell me, isn't this knowledge worth a handful of lives?
Perception check passed. This isn't your first or even your second victim, is it? How many have you killed?
Too few. Morea's hunger is still so great. Her pain cannot be soothed by a single victim. But success is within my grasp. I can feel it. It is even possible that today's victim will be the last.
Who is she, this Morea of yours?
Forgive me, I forgot to make the introductions. This is Morea. Or rather, this is her home. Or her prison, to call a spade a spade. I caught this spirit a long time ago, and I tried for so long to speak with it. My little demented ball of rage. I felt compelled to bind it to this amulet, just temporarily, until I worked out how to help it. If I am to be fully honest, her name, Morea, is of my own devising. She is not yet able to speak to me, but I still needed a name to call her by.
The girl gently puts the amulet back around her neck. Why do you think your method will work?
I do not think. I know. I sense things many people cannot. I can infer what the spirits want. For example, there is one spirit hanging over your left shoulder as we speak. It came to enjoy Morea's victim. Can you sense its hunger? Spirits are akin to animals. You cannot bring a hungry dog to heal. You cannot stroke a hungry cat. To speak to a spirit, you must first feed it. It is not their fault that after so many years of torment, the only thing that can satisfy their hunger is blood. My ritual will work. I did not read about it in books or learn it from some wizened teacher. You could say that I invented it myself, with Morea's help. I just know that it will work, sooner or later. I can feel it.
What exactly are you hoping to learn from this Morea of yours?
The Worldwound cannot be allowed to poison all the lands of Golarion. The spirits of Sarkoris know this better even than you and I. They may know how to heal it. And if not, then perhaps they will know how to eradicate it quickly and painlessly. We're fighting against demons. It is a just cause. But imagine we win and the demons vanish for good. Do you think the Worldwound will vanish along with them? That it's something we can defeat with weapons? That it won't burst open again at some point in the future like an old festering abscess? I am thinking of the future of these lands, of how to heal them and restore them. Would you not agree that a few Crusaders' lives is a price worth paying?
Who was this young man, your victim?
He's the youngest son of a noble from Mendiv. I believe his name was Relic or Relic. I think the dolt was in love with me. He was ever so eager to come with me to this house. One hint was all it took. He is of no interest to me. Morea wanted his blood, so I sacrificed him. The rest is immaterial.
All right, so what are you proposing?
My ritual is not yet complete. I have made the sacrifice. Now I just have to let Morea drink the blood. Will you allow me to complete the ritual?
The Lich will allow this, because even though we deeply believe in the Crusade, we also believe that everybody's not going to make it, and sacrifices have to be made in order to gain the power necessary to actually win in the Crusade. So he considers what she's doing not much different than what he's doing as a Lich, and while it's not something he would do himself, he's for the most part okay with it. So we're going to allow this to go forward. Swear that you will stop the killings and I will spare you. This time.
What a pain.
Whoa, wait a minute, I'm sorry.
But if these are your terms...
Crap, that's not what I meant to do. Screwed that up. Chaotic complete your ritual.
Thank you. This will not take long.
Camellia wets her lips. When she lowers herself to her knees before the body, you see that her legs are quaking, but her deportment remains as impeccable as ever.
Accept this sacrifice, Maria. Drink of its blood. Drink of its strength. Drink of its life.
Camellia lowers the amulet into the open chest cavity of the Crusader, then raises the amulet above her head. Blood drips from the snake's head onto the girl's expectant tongue.
We are one, you and I. Our thoughts, our bodies, our souls. What you take in, I take in also.
Camellia deftly spears a small piece of the Crusader's flesh on the tip of her dagger and deposits it in her mouth. Her eyes drift shut in ecstasy, and a shudder travels the length of her body. So, did the ritual work?
Yes and no. I think I made out a few clear words from Maria before the madness swallowed her again. I'm on the right path. More rituals are needed. Not many, not more than 10 or 20, I should think. Will you allow me to continue my work?
Evil. You may continue your rituals.
Thank you, Commander. I am in your debt. There is one more thing. Commander, my ritual is quite a taxing process. The strain is difficult to bear. Sex is the best way to relieve the tension once it is all over. Please, I need you. Here. Now. And besides, I do believe you've been trying to express your admiration for me for some time. So come. Don't hold back. I want you.
This greatly pleases the Lich, because even though we've been pursuing this relationship with Solseo, from the Lich's perspective, he already kind of knows what he's going to become. He knows he's going to give in to this path of undeath. And there's this part of him that feels like Solseo is never truly going to accept me as I am. And now seeing Camellia like this and seeing that she's open to intimacy with him makes the Lich feel like maybe I found a person who would be okay, who would accept me wholly for who I am, and not someone who would try to shame me into doing something that I don't want to do. It is absolutely necessary for me to stay on this path to give the Crusade the power it needs to fight against the demons. So, absolutely, he's all for this. I never refuse a lady in need. He wouldn't say it that way, but it is what it is.
Take me, quickly. Thank you. I never thought that the commander would turn out to be so open-minded. You have exceeded my wildest expectations. You know, when I saw you standing there, I thought my life would end tonight, but you spared me. Thank you. I would like to speak with you a little later. Please come and see me. No need to be shy, for I have no more secrets to keep from you. Now, we should leave this place. You go first. I will follow in a few minutes.
Greatly, greatly pleased by the entire episode. Now the Lich has even less problems with what she's doing. Whatever. A few soldiers, they were probably going to die anyway. And hopefully with the power that he gets from Maria, it'll even further secure the Crusade's ability to fight against the demons. Anivia stretches lazily and yawns, but her eyes are fixed on you. Well, Commander, have you solved the problem? First, tell me honestly, what exactly do you know about this crime? Crime? What crime? Anivia says with a smirk before becoming deadly serious. Listen, Commander, I was just using my brain, following certain individuals, listening to what people were saying on the street. I have my suspicions, but what are suspicions worth? On their own, nothing. I didn't have any proof. I'm not Erebeth. I'm not going to go digging for the truth. Because if I dug deep enough, the Knight Commander would be down a companion, smack bang in the middle of a war. How would that help anything? I'm not going to be the one to scupper this crusade, so I'll be keeping my mouth shut. Anivia speaks slowly, staring into your eyes. I trust that you'll handle this in whatever way's best for the crusade. If you want to tell Erebeth everything, go ahead. It's your call. What's up with this guy? Is he sinking? Is he sinking into the street? And this guy. Oh, you know, I think that's the muscle Anivia brings to deal with Camellia if you say, go ahead and take her out. And apparently, graphically, they're not set up properly. The problem has been solved. That's all I needed to know. Thanks, Commander. Anivia is such an awesome character. I feel like she's done very, very well. I feel like there should probably be some more content in the game for her, but she's great. She's great. Such a realist. Like, yes, she's a serial killer and a murderer, but you kind of need those kind of people in times like this. You can't chuck her over little things, over moral quibbles. Come on now. This is war. All right, now we turn this quest in with this guy. Pretty sure he's the one. Yeah, Seilkind. And actually, I want to talk to Seelah as well. Where's Seelah? There we go. Good days and clear skies. What do you say? Where are we off to today? How are you? Elan's wedding. Things didn't go exactly as planned. What does it matter how I am? I can't stop thinking about everyone who suffered. Clever Seelah, the paladin, companion of the God's chosen one, didn't even notice a demon conspiracy right under her nose. I'm going to officially change my name to Seelah the Dimwit. That's how I'll introduce myself to everyone I meet so that they know they can't count on me. Seelah chuckles grimly, then adds in a softer, more serious tone. If we're too late to save the souls of all these victims, I will never forgive myself. You know what else I keep thinking about? What happened to Curl? Did he really want to steal the ring? Did he just get what was coming to him? Or was it the fault of the demon who possessed his body? So many questions and so much grief. As if a whole world wounded 2 demon lords out there just waiting to hurt us wasn't enough. Seelah, I found your friend Janna imprisoned by Brox. Thought we had this convo. I'll be damned. I wish I'd been there. And how is she? She was in prison after she ran from us at the Houndheart's camp. The Vrox wanted to perform a demonic ritual on her, but I arrived before they could. I wish I had realized earlier that she was such a coward. Not everyone belongs in the war against the demons. I should have talked to Erebeth and sent her somewhere far to the rear. So what happened? I sent her to prison. Seelah takes a while to process the news. She's a deserter, so I guess that's fair. It's hard to accept it, but if we turn a blind eye to our friend's cowardice, it won't do us any good, will it? I feel sorry for Janna, but I respect your decision. Prison isn't the same as the gallows, after all. I'll visit Janna today, find out how she's doing. Thank you for speaking with me. Until next time. Seelah smiles. See you. The captain of the Blackstone Company's vanguard bows briskly. How may I be of service? I found the missing scouts. They are dead. Seilkind lowers his head and says nothing. After a while, he nods sullenly. Well, we are at war. Thank you for discovering their fate. What exactly happened to them? Your soldiers were ambushed by demons and a powerful fire spellcaster. Curses. I instructed my men on how to act in case of an unexpected attack. The trap must have been prepared by a tactical genius. That's a whole lot of ego to say it must have been a tactical genius to overcome your training, buddy. I have to go. The captain nods politely. I see. Duty calls. All right. Right. We are okay. We're good. So let's see what's going on here. Is he not speedy anymore? Oh, crap. That says slowed, not... And he's so close now, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And what's going on here? An old half-elf woman bows to you. She is stately despite her years, with gray strands in her carefully combed hair and a graceful figure. Nia Neath, representative of the Firidazzle and Company trading house in Nerosian, at your service. The woman hands you a business card printed on expensive paper with gold lettering. I have a formal offer for the merchants of Dresden regarding the procurement of construction materials, and a more personal matter, which I'm afraid only you can help me with. Do you want to trade here? Yes, for a while. I have product samples of what our trading house has to offer. If you need something, you will easily find me in the fortress. But to be honest, I can discuss supplies with your subordinates. What kind of personal matter? Ria looks around. I would prefer not to talk about it here. Please, find me in the fortress, then we'll talk. All right, I will find you when I have the time. Ria bows again. Thank you. Sarkoris' piercing, cold gaze lingers on you. Student, many eager followers are dying in your crusade. Your necromancers toil indefatigably. Indefatigably? What does that mean? Bringing them back as ferocious but disposable servants. And yet, many among these dead have proven their value and earned the respect of their peers through feats of strength or ingenuity. It would be wasteful to raise them as mindless minions. We can instruct our mages to treat their bodies with special care and bring them back as more powerful retainers. Elianka's eyes light up with inspiration. Or we can follow the custom of the warriors who serve the Whispering Way. The most capable and talented fighters have the honor of undergoing rites that prepare them for future unlife even before they die. When the Pallid Princess claims them, they return not as common undead, but as the champions of death itself. Septimus motions for your attention with a slight gesture. We have the tools required to reduce the number of Crusaders we lose. We can tell the champions perishing in the infirmaries about the good they could achieve even after death, as vampires. Your warriors will surely appreciate this opportunity. Elianka, Septimus, will you be advising me now too? The old woman bows proudly. I am here to prove how useful it is to count the Whispering Way among your allies. We know many secrets of death, plus know how to survive among those who consider necromancy criminal or even sinful. Geb sent me on a diplomatic mission. If my position as an advisor helps to prove the sincerity of our intentions, then I am pleased to be of service, Commander. I'd like to hear your opinions one more time. Creating powerful undead is a labor-intensive process. Undead servants raised by novices can only perform the most basic task, but an adept can invest more time to bestow more complex commands into the mind of the newly created creature, preserving more of the skills it used to have. Sometimes it's worth it to spend as much time on a single corpse a novice would use to raise 10, as it gives a useful and quick-witted minion instead. I'm sure your warriors are familiar with me and my associates by now. They will listen to us. Septimus allows himself a brief smile. Besides, vampirism is a gift we are going to bestow only upon the most disciplined and honorable soldiers. I have no intention of spawning immortal bandits in your army, as they can be dangerous even to their own brother in arms. The Whispering Way has always been surrounded by enemies, which made us perfect weapons. Our warriors who prove their worth while still alive are anointed with soil from the grave and then receive necromantic communion to infuse their bodies with negative energy. It sleeps until they perish, awakens at the moment of their demise, and transforms its bearers into something more formidable. And before you ask, I too have undergone this ritual and consider it to be an honor. Okay. So Sarkoris would give us skeleton sharpshooters. Armies get a replenishment equal to value of killed enemies divided by 1230 after a victory. Elianka would give us skeleton champions. Septimus would give us vampires. Or we could increase morale. The healers deserve the rest, give them purple burial, and do not disturb their remains. We will go with Sarkoris. I'm curious what the sharpshooters do. So be it. It is important to separate the wheat from the chaff. Those who have distinguished themselves in life will prove worthy after death as well. Very well, it is decided. I can afford no more time for this trifling matter. Await my next visit, student. Hail, Dorgalinga's one eye is red from sleepless nights on the job. The supply situation is improving, but too slowly. Once the fellows of the Crusade lost their connections in the quartermaster service, they switched to dealing with the cart drivers directly. Each supply caravan loses a cart or two on the way, and its driver tells us tall tales about how they were attacked by demons, or how Vrock swooped in and carried off an entire cart. We catch these jokers, but it's getting out of control. We can't get them all. We need to change something in the system itself. I propose we have inspectors from Mendevian Treasury travel with each caravan. Someone experienced, someone who's ready to answer for the delivery with their life, and who knows how to keep the cream away from the cat, so to speak. This is a simple rule. If you can't beat them, lead them. We'll drop a hint to the brains of this lot to stick to us and fall in line. If they don't act up too much, they'll get their new uniforms and extra rations, and we'll get the loyalty of some big-name leaders among the soldiers. So soldiers are stealing from their own comrades? Like cats? What was it you said, Dorgalinda? Like the cream that got the mouse instead of the cat? In any case, this is wrong. We must convince them. Let the caravans be accompanied by priests from the capital. Under their eyes, the warriors will be ashamed to steal. We overlooked their antics when it was just clandestine trades, but theft must be dealt with quickly and severely. Tell me more about your plans. Gladly. Woldruff, what are you suggesting? Get the sharpest, most ambitious on the take. The rest of the big shots will take the hint. We don't mind smart subordinates who can find a way to get what they want, as long as they don't cross us. And that's it, no more thefts. Why bother when we'll give it to them anyway? And the saps and the slouchers will just have to settle for what they have. That's the saps way. So you're saying we should make the thieves the commander's trusted officers? Then I suggest we just dub this game the Cruise Raiders. We can make an announcement that we're conducting the first cruise raid in history. Arusule, what would you do? I know it can sometimes be very difficult to do the right thing, the noble thing, especially when no one is there to witness your worst deeds and judge you for them, which is why we need to have priests accompanying our caravans from the capital. Who would have the heart to commit a crime when a servant of the gods is watching them? I'm sure there are no such scoundrels among our warriors. Wow, that's some solid advice right there. We should totally try stopping thieves and robbers by appealing into something they don't have, a conscience. Lan, could you explain your idea? You know, I'm tired of hearing that we can't do anything about these fellows. I suppose we can't really root out petty fraud, but we're talking about blatant, large-scale theft here, about acts of sabotage against the Crusade. It's no wonder Mendev is cutting our supplies. They see that we can't even keep our own soldiers in line. Enough is enough. We'll find the most prolific thieves and they'll hang. Once this is resolved, Nerosian will stop worrying that the coin they spent on us will end up in the pockets of marauders and thieves. But it's not these poor people's fault that they've become criminals. The Mendevian army recruited them, but it can't provide everything they need. And now we're going to hang them for it? How is that right? Dorgalinda, what would you advise? There's no question that the cart drivers are in cahoots with the fellows. I imagine they get a cut of the stolen goods. So let's assign a gutsy treasury worker to every caravan, sometimes to keep an eye on them and see that everything is delivered in full. And they could do some good here in Dresden, too. We always need more people who know how to mount an expedition and organize troops on the march. They'll whip our logistics into shape. Everything is clear to me now. So which option are you going for? Let's see. All generals gain favoritism. Experience increases by 33%. Energy points, materials. All generals gain caravan masters, which adds 15 additional movement points. Waljif, we'll take the leaders of the fellows under our wing. Slick. A little favoritism won't spoil the spirit of the Crusade, will it? They're good guys. It's just their methods are a bit unusual. But hey, this whole war is unusual. It will be done. I hope our caravans will be safe from now on. But I have a feeling this will be the last time we have to convince the council to address a problem relating to the fellows. All right. Hope all of you enjoyed the episode today. If you did, please leave me a like down below. Share this content and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.